Ali Imsirovic, the 2021 Global Poker Index Player of the Year, was recently put under fire by Daniel Negreanu on Twitter. Negreanu told his followers that Imsirovic is continuing his antics and is probably irredeemable at this point, and he urged online poker operators to proactively ban him indefinitely. These alleged indiscretions involve collusion, multi-accounting, and employing real-time assistance. According to reports, Imsirovic was banned from GG Poker for using RTA. Daniel Negreanu offered no proof in his allegations, only that he's been hearing things. On a case-by-case basis, several players who had been initially banned were granted a second chance to play at the poker site. Imsirovic, however, was not thought to merit reinstatement by the Poker Integrity Council. If the charges stated by Negreanu in the recent tweet are true, it seems the council made the right choice. As he is unable to compete on major regulated sites like GG Poker, Ali Imsirovic has reportedly been playing on unregulated poker sites. He has reportedly continued to use RTA and multi-accounting, which are his previous infractions. Negreanu tweeted that the accused poker cheater is the opposite of remorseful and is actually boastful, bragging about robbing former friends. Matt Berkey cites a variety of measures that operators might do to deter cheats from playing online poker again. First of all, he points out that in gray markets where banned players like Imsirovic have found a second wind, KYC standards require a comprehensive revision. He also mentioned using AI-based RTA detection. This is relatively a new concept that we haven't heard from much before, as operators are still relying on players to report suspicious behavior. Ali Imsirovic is still silent on all the allegations. An April ruling in a drug distribution case might result in severe prison time for Shawn Sheikhan, formerly a rising star in the world of poker. The controversial figure gained notoriety in the middle of the 2000s during the televised poker boom, but his legal run-ins have destroyed his reputation. Sheikhan and his co-defendant, Sabrianna Williams, confessed in June of 2022 to running Canaland, a name for their illicit and unlicensed cannabis distribution operation from 2019 to 2022. Sheikhan and Williams must admit as part of their plea agreement that they distributed more than 3,000 kilograms of product over a period of 3 years. Police also found more than $100,000 during a separate search of a high-rise condominium in San Diego connected to Shawn Sheikhan. The money was taken away as part of the plea agreement, but Sheikhan still has to pay a fine of at least $5 million when he is sentenced in April. Due to the volume involved, he is facing up to 40 years in prison with a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years in addition to the $5 million fine. Sheikhan's co-defendant Sabrianna is facing a 20-year maximum prison sentence. Late last month, during the EPT Paris main event, Johan Gilbert had the clock called on him 3 times. This was a new low for excessive tanking during live tournament play.
One eternity later.
Johan angered many poker players by squandering time pointlessly. His purposeful delay in the €5,300 buy-in tournament may have been the deciding factor with regarding to the long-standing tanking problem, which many have found to be troublesome. In a Twitter survey conducted by tournament director Matt Savage, 93.5% of poker players said that this hand is destroying the game. Savage revealed that new WPT rules have been formulated in an effort to thwart tanking, where the action clock will be tweaked for 15 seconds pre and 30 seconds post-flop with time-bank chips based on players in the money. Jacob Mitich's $400 side event triumph at the Potomac Winter Open was the most talked about poker victory of last month. He won $22,000 by defeating a group of 275 players. The astonishing thing about this victory was that there was no heads-up battle. Before a hand was even dealt, William Pinkerton, who finished in second place, just gave up and accepted the second place prize. Pinkerton did not even demand a chop of any type, not even an ICM chop, a chip chop, or a tomahawk chop. He still had more than 10 big blinds while being down about 6-1 in chips. At that point, he was undoubtedly the underdog, but anybody who has played tournament poker knows that you are not out until there are no chips in front of you. He could have moved completely in the dark and taken a chance at the very least. No deal was discussed, however. He just took the runners-up prize of $13,582. Had they done a straightforward ICM deal heads up, Pinkerton would have got $14,827 instead.